Alright, welcome back to the channel. So I do apologize about the wind. We're storming here in California. So this is the 2023 i20 chassis iX xDrive50 in Black Sapphire. And it looks pretty good. Of course, the front end is the controversial part of it. But I think overall this is a pretty good looking car. Doug DeMuro has basically said similar things. It's grown on him. But obviously it's a lot of power, a lot of torque, 516 horsepower. And I think it's 564 torques. I'll double check and put the correct figure if I'm wrong. But 2023 is seeing a lot of changes on the packages available for the iX. So first portion of 23, you had what they call the Ultimate package. And that basically incorporated everything that was once broken apart. So dynamic handling, premium package, etc. All those things were rolled into one thing. And then the interior camera got deleted. And then the Ultimate package fell apart. I think that was maybe September for the October production, somewhere in there. And then they broke it out. So you have a base, a convenience, a premium package, a separate dynamic handling package, and premium package rolls in a bunch of different things, including radiant heat, driving assistance professional. Actually, I think that's separate. But anyways, we'll go over the pricing and options momentarily. But let's take a look at the iX in particular. So this one has the laser lights. You can see that little blue highlight, which indicates the lasers. Then we have our grille sensor area. So basically right here and around, those where all the sensors are. You see the parking assistance camera as well, and badging for the washer fluid refill. But all those sensors hide all the stuff that can be added to your car. So if you didn't get Driving Assistance Professional on the iX, you can get Driving Assistance Plus. Now that's going to be relevant for models that were built in October. They were very limited on what options you could have on those builds, and you couldn't really change anything on it. So if you got one of those builds, maybe that's a way to get adding a few features at Driving Assistance Plus, which would get you active cruise control, which isn't on the regular iX without Driving Assistance Professional. So over on the side, we have the Style 1020 wheels. These are 22-inch wheels, and sort of like an aerodynamic thing going on here. So a very busy design on terms of the wheel. See blue calipers. These are not the M Sport, but they are essentially the same. They're just not branded as M Sport calipers. So those 22-inch wheels get you approximately 315 miles of range. So you opt for the 20s, you're up to 324, and the 21-inch wheels are strange enough 305 miles of estimated range. Then out back, one of the clues that you know have a Sport package iX is that these, when off, are white or clear. That's your visual cue for having a Sport package on an iX. Back end looks pretty decent. And I think the side profile is pretty good as well. But very minimalist design on here. But basically this car is about the same size lengthwise as an X5 and about the same height as an X6. I think the wheelbase is about the same as the X7, giving you a pretty good interior passenger compartment, especially for the rear seats. You've got a ton of room in the iX. All right, let's take a look at the inside and go over options and pricing on this one. So opening up, we have the black perforated Sensitech. There's nice controls on the door panel. So memory seats, so you have to have the multi-function seats on here, otherwise you'd not get this. And that was different for 2022. Then you got your controls for the seats here. The basic ones, this button here will bring up a menu for more things like lumbar support, etc. Then you got your door lock and unlock buttons, as well as the door open button. And Harman Kardon sound system. Bowers & Wilkins did come back. 2023 iX. Here's your iDrive 8 instrument panel. And then the rest of your curved display. Now this is sort of like a tacked on look, I guess, but to me I think it works pretty well. Very minimalist interior. And then your hexagonal shaped steering wheel, which is obviously a very interesting take on the steering wheel. I think it works well for the iX, especially for the instrument panel, so you get a very wide opening here. Take a look at the instrument panel. So this is the cruise control, and if you've got it, the driving assistance professional buttons. Now, a lot of the controls for distance and stuff like that are moved to the iDrive settings. I'll show you where those are. Then the floating center console area. So your crystal start-stop button, your drive selector nub, as well as the iDrive controller and the volume control. Nice wheel there. You have some haptic buttons here to get to basically shortcuts. Let me zoom in here so you can see it. So your parking assistant stuff, your driving modes, my modes is over here, driving feature. So you go here, that will bring up all your driver assistance and drivetrain and chassis, as well as charging options. So basically think of these as apps. So that's where you make all your changes to things. So like the driver assistance stuff, that's where you're going to find within driving all your stuff for like distance control, all your preferences there. So I'd recommend, if you don't want to hit the button here and go through the iDrive, you can make this basically a shortcut by pressing and holding, adding the shortcuts, and then a drop-down menu for the shortcuts. So you have up to 8 slots to save there. All right, so let's go over the pricing. So starting price of the 2023 iX xDrive50 is $84,100. Paint and Sensitech are included. $1,900 for the Driving Assistance Pro package that was previously part of the Ultimate package. $7,000 for a premium package, which includes a lot of different features. Sport package for $2,500, including the Radiant Heat package. The 22-inch wheels add another $950. And that special package -9, that's essentially your premium package content. So comfort access, keyless entry, radiant heating package, iconic sounds, heads-up display, etc. So the front ventilated seats are $500, the laser lights for $1,000, and destination charge of $995. All told, MSRP of $98,945. Now I did notice multifunction seats. Yeah, multifunction seats are again part of the premium package. So previously, multifunction seats were not included in the Ultimate package, and that's what gets you the memory seats. There's a separate standalone option. So if you don't have the multifunction seats, you don't get these buttons here, and thus no memory seats, which is kind of a pain in the ass and a little bit annoying. All right, we'll take a look at the back seat. All right, so here's your back seat. Door opening is pretty wide. And then getting in, super easy. Here's your view from the rear seat. And then you got your panoramic moonroof as well. Nice big glass panel. And some USB-C charging ports in the back, and then your climate control zone in the back. But basically, legroom, fantastic. And headroom. I scroll around here. And headroom is fantastic. I mean, lots of space, plenty of room, plenty of comfort. But that's about it. Won't spend too much time on this one here. It is a customer sold car. Alright, so we'll take one more walk around the iX xDrive50 in Black Sapphire in this sort of overcast and drizzly day here in sunny Mountain View, California. For a relatively quick tour around the 2023 iX xDrive50, and we'll see you at the next video.